Okay, so before we go here, I'm almost out of healing items, and these areas keep getting harder.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna need to grind more.
Uh,
And while you grind, can you get more memories?
yeah, I can do that. We also had a side quest here.
Oh. We haven't even seen that section of the map.
There might be some stuff. But no, I was just gonna try out the Cannon Demon for a little while. And I can see about getting more memories of characters that I haven't used much. Let's see.
Yeah, we're only on memory 1 or 2 for many of these.
Yeah. Yeah, I can go out of my way specifically to grab. Oh my god. Well, on the plus side, he does damage.
Slam. At least you're facing Penkeys.
Okay, that changes things a bit.
I noticed an awful lot of spirits are green. But the Scythe Girl is purple. Zov is gold?
Yeah, Zav is gold. The sword is...
Aisha is like a magenta red.
She's a magenta. Scythe is blue.
No, Scythe is purple.
Oh, not Scythe. Chain Whip.
Yeah, the chain whip is blue. Really? I thought he was green as well. Which I was puzzled by.
Blue.
Oh, he looks like there's blue around.
He's kind of the...
Purple.
He's lavender. Blue. She's like a yellow-white.
Green. Yeah, she's definitely green.
He's also
blue.
like a sky blue. Gold and like a red magenta.
Okay. Nah, alright. Interesting.
I am too mighty. But you will have to face the cannon. Oh god, this is actually physically
If you had to
painful.
choose a spirit glow color, what would it be?
Black light.
But then that would be purple, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bluish purple.
So like an indigo?
It bothers me that this thing doesn't shoot with its regular attack.
When it comes to glowing things, I especially like purple if it's more of a warm purple. So not quite magenta, but still a purple. And then I do love cyan. Sort of a blue-green.
This is physically painful. Who thought this was a cool idea? I mean, I am unstoppable, but like, good lord.
You haven't gotten any cannon fire abilities yet, have you?
Nope.
So you're just bashing people
I'm just
with
hitting
it.
people with a giant hunk of metal. Very slowly. Okay. We're throwing null stones at this. Everybody else I can feasibly fight with. This is bad. Okay, so I've got sorties. Let's grab Eclipse.
Okay, so that gives you some projectiles. Let's go towards a memory.
Nope. Grabbing abilities first. Otherwise, I
Okay.
straight up can't play this guy.
So does every section start with an ability and then it's boosts to that ability?
No, not always.
Oh.
So in this one, I grabbed Discipline, skills triggered by manifesting, get a manifestation effect, and then Sealing. Yeah, this thing does hit like trucks. I'll give it credit. It's just like, oh my god, trying to like rank this guy up without any abilities and just an incredibly slow bonk attack is pain.
Mm-hmm.
I want nothing to do with it. So I'm just gonna get him his 4 abilities. Like, the Fist Girl, I can feasibly just, you know, fisticuff my way through enemies. but this guy is just slow. I feel like he absolutely should have a number of things, you know, from his previous user, you know?
Mm-hmm. But then again, he's starting a new relationship with you and upgrades, so, eh. I'm surprised you aren't having more damage inflicted upon you just from
My
how
defense
slow.
is so high. I'm virtually unstoppable.
This is just not an exciting weapon
No.
at all.
It's not.
Are you using his other abilities? You see, even that, this feels so cumbersome.
I mean, it hits like trucks.
But it's nothing to look at, and it's not enjoyable, and it's not.
No. I'm actually kind of. What's the plan with this thing? I mean, no, I'll give credit where credit is due. That is sufficiently ridiculous. I'm just baffled.
Mm-hmm. I would say invest in one of the other weapons a bit more, but this guy, if you can unlock memories, sure, but otherwise, just continue with other weapons.
I mean, I somewhat have to. I don't know. I mean,
you have
I guess,
to use them in order to get new memories for them, I know.
Yeah. I mean, at least now I can use them, and we have some healing items, so it should be okay. So, is it here? The Gruen...
Ophe Forest.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I am afraid that we'll get through the game without having seen enough of the spirit dialogues.
There's a post-game dungeon.
And that allows you to see the dialogues?
Well, we'll get through... You mean, like, our daemons, right?
Yes.
So, after the game is over, I can just do post-game stuff and get everything.
It'd just be nice if it was paced out. But, yeah.
Well...
Because I can understand wanting to get their full repertoire of abilities. But only choose... Yeah.
I mean, I need to get the full repertoire of abilities to unlock those story things, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, I realize that you only care about one of... Like, you only care about stories, but I don't have enough null stones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I straight up do not and will not have enough null stones to fully unlock even this one character's story if I beeline for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I only have 6 lefts.
Are the null stones the purple stones that drop? Or are they something else?
No. Null stones are specifically gotten from the extremely infrequent side quest, and
So in other words, you have to grind an
bosses.
awful lot.
Well, no. They don't drop, Shell.
No, but I thought that you can also just gain spirit experience.
Only from the handful of side quest spirits in the game.
So what you're saying is constant use doesn't give you the ability to
Oh, well,
continue
yeah.
down the tree?
Yeah, I'll have to actually use the guy if I want to unlock him, hence why I need those abilities.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So,
You made it sound like without these stones, you wouldn't be able to
Well,
continue down the trees
you were
at
telling
all.
me very directly not to get abilities because it's not worth it, but I have to.
Well, my issue was you were going down trees that didn't go towards
The story, because
Story.
I wanted to get the abilities, because that's the only way I'm going to get those story things in a reasonable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, well, it would be nice to beeline for the story. That would actually take longer.
I just really wish the stories weren't determined on skills.
Well, yeah, but...
That they were quests in the world that could be tied to places, people, events.
Yep. Would certainly be nice.
Really, I just think that, above all else, the Damon story could have been presented in a better way. Do you think it's been 30 minutes?
Yep, it has. This Let's Play has been brought to you by Square Enix. And viewers like you. But not the FTC. They had no hand in the matter.
Wonder.
I'll give it credit. His moveset is kind of neat. Now that I'm getting used to this guy. It's
I just do not like watching it.
It's just so sluggish. Like, I think it would have been better if they had a separate Canadier character.
I would have been happier if they were a traditional sword and board or mason board.
Or, I was gonna say, if it was just a battering ram and all of your abilities were charge slightly differently and send him out to charge for you, and then you charge immediately after. Because he does a ton of damage. It's just... Oy. Okay, so he's got a couple of points. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so where's the story?
There.
Wow, all the way out there? That is awkward.
Well, 2 more skills. And then you'll have it.
Yeah, but it's just like... Rushing this guy's story would have been unfeasible for a lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna run back and we might as well watch it.
Okay, sure. And then, can we work on another character?
Sure. Every day, dawn to battle. The horrors of war have a way of making you forget your own exhaustion. Somehow I managed to survive that war. Without losing myself. Mostly because I had to, for their sake. For the sort of happiness that money can't buy, for the only ones who made my life worth anything. My wife and daughter. Once this horrible war was won, he's a very low hairline, there would be peace at last. So I decided to fight. To protect the ones who made me happy. That was my entire world. Okay. So Damon's... let's see.
So that's showing what we're currently at with everyone.
Yeah. Just trying to decide who I could use.
Well, we haven't even seen the axe guy or the punchy girl or...
Let's finish the ones that we've got.
Yeah, sure.
Because I might actually be able
They're probably
to...
closer.
Oh, hey. Guess who has a whole bunch of skill
points?
points?
Of course, Zav.
My boy.
Where are his other memories?
Solve memory 3.
Oh, there you go. How many memories are there per Damon?
3.
Just 3?
Unless there's one up here. Pretty much we have almost his entire tree unlocked. So in that case, I might even put him away. So I think I can survive without him. The kingdom had no need for the life I'd fought so hard to protect. He could not be allowed to live. He was Soju's protector. The order was clearly insane, but I was in no position of protest. Maybe not. The decision had been made. He was to be sacrificed. I couldn't understand why. So I secreted him out of the realm in defiance. I recalled my grandmother's teachings. Life must be allowed to run its course. It was an awful decision. Perhaps I put too much on his shoulders. As my parents had done to me. Time wasn't enough to wash away the regret, which has been with me ever since. Yeah. The next time I saw him, he was a young man. I think he ended up being,
Soju?
yeah.
So he had secreted him away.
Okay.
Rather than killed him.
I'll take that as cool backstory.
Yeah, but it would have been nice if they actually piped up and told the story themselves in the cutscenes, or if he could even talk with Soju.
Oh no, he's got another one.
Ah.
Unfortunately, I need a little bit more. Alright, Zav. One more point. But yeah, I think I'm just going to work on my main ones until we get,
So the last one's probably going to be when he gets killed.
Probably. Oh, we have a child.
A spirit one?
Possibly.
There's someone over there. Kagachi. A child?
How did you get lost here? I might be able to help you if you tell me your story. I want out of this forest. I'm scared. No need to be frightened. Come with us. You mean I can leave? Of course. What reason is there to stay? Finally! Woohoo!
But how did he die and what? Oh?
That... I don't know.
That was interesting. No, a little bit of sarcasm or an attempt at it.
Oh, wow.
Well, it almost annihilated all the mushrooms. Or the slug shrooms. They do have the little eye stalks. Do you know what's interesting? They introduced the silhouettes, the falcon silhouettes, and I haven't seen them again, unless you can only see them in the light world rather than the shadow realm.
I think you can only see them in the light realm. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Because what did those creatures give? Did they give the specialized stones, or did...
They just gave some, like, really high-end gear. I'm a downright loser. Oh, wow, they already gave me another Daemon Stone. Oh, I'm not getting the crazy attack ups.
There they are in a row again. Whoa, are those thunder shrooms?
Yeah, they're like weird paralysis shrooms. Oop. Somebody was buried there. I guess they're still buried there.
They're still buried there, but ruined their gravestones, so now there's only rubble above them.
I like this spear form too. He's pretty.
Now this one is. Is it crystal?
Let's see, do we have 5? We have 5. Zov, skill tree. Destruction. Attack when skills hit enemies. Oh. Well, that's inconvenient. It's going to be a while before we get that story element.
That one?
Yeah, because I had to get restrict first. Before I could unlock it. Well.
Well, this is one of the spawners, so you can train up as much as you want.
I could. I'm not sure what... If there's a...
They're using Aisha now. Or Aisha.
Yeah, if Zov's gonna take a while, I use Zov anyway. So I might as well use Aisha for a little while. Let's see.
And Aisha was your starting spirit, too.
Yep. Haven't used her much. That one move does a ton of damage, but... the rest of her, I'm not, like, super enthused about. She's very good on, like, quick strikes and stuff, but... she lacks the oomph of some of the other characters that we've had so far. And maybe part of it is just lack of points.
My turn to have chocolate.
And you keep sassing me for it.
Because you want to eat them in the middle of cutscenes.
Because my hands are busy otherwise. Unless you want me to just start throwing the controller at you. Because I could actually just be like, go shell, fight things, let me munch. Yeah, the problem I have with Aisha's abilities is most of them aren't actually very powerful on their own. You kind of have to, like, combo them together a bunch. Which gets mildly repetitive. Well, at least we can get our second memory for the time being.
Yeah.
And getting her up to rank 4 might help. Or not. You know what I could actually do? For the daemon we don't use, I bet I can actually hacks it so we just get,
Hacking? No!
null stones. Shell? If you don't want me to hack, then you're gonna have to start grinding.
Oh, wait a minute. It's another one of the bunny punchers. Except they made it look more reptilian. You guys aren't familiar with them. I don't know if they were in I Am Setsuna, but definitely in Lost Sphere, there were creatures with bunny fists. Well, ear fists.
Enemies aren't stacking up in the way I like. But then again, I've got a...
For a forest, this place seems immensely dry or dead. Everything is this pale cream.
It feels very ashen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I level up really fast in this game. But it's probably just because we're making a relatively good pace through it, and I'm not under grinding.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, I can't even tell what your enemies are level-wise. Because when you're hitting them, I don't see what level they're at.
Yeah, there's no indication for...
And I can't... Yeah, and when you enter a zone, you aren't barred from entering it if you're not past level 25. Or something along those lines, so I don't really know what the levels mean. And if there's a maximum? It could just be flat HP growth and then how often... Well, how many of those bottles you can hold, but... Maybe it's every 5 levels you get another... No, it's maybe every 10 levels you get another potion? How many potions did you start with? Maybe it's every 5 levels you get another potion.
Yeah, I think I started with 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm. And then maybe your overall HP increases with every level.
Yep. Maybe my damage.
Mm-hmm.
But that might be just a...
That might be tied to the character that you're using, though.
I know it's tied to the character and also their equipment, yeah.
Mm-hmm. For the daemon.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, yeah, you don't have a means to get past. Why don't you go there in the daytime? Or, not daytime,
Well,
the
but
living
the thing
one.
is, I've already been through there.
Really? Maybe you need to kill something that's standing there still.
I didn't see a sight stealer, because, yeah, we've been through this whole area. Oh.
You never collected it.
I never went through it. That was probably when I was using Aisha. Not quite as much damage as I'd like. Oh.
Yep.
Not sure if that's faster. Don't think so. Alright.
One day, the prince of a large nation asked me to marry him. The news spread like wildfire. Seeing my parents so happy disgusted me. But I am thankful for that. It only strengthened my resolve. I took the hand of my beloved prince and left everything I'd ever known. Though we felt we were living a dream, it wasn't easy leaving our lives behind. Nevertheless, we fled. Farther, always farther. We were such fools. Our short-lived freedom soon met its end. We made a promise to one another as we faced our pursuers. We would not fear death, even if it meant becoming lost. Somewhere, someday, we would be together forever. Then, we took our own lives.
Ooh, so it was akin to a Romeo and Juliet story. But they were being hunted down by their parents' assassins? By some other enemy faction? Also, why is Lynn walking into the mushrooms? There's no reason for her to be. People are saying, feels like there should be another spirit for the other side of the story. Yeah, the thing is, I would have much preferred it if we came across this memory by, say, finding the field where she and her lover had committed suicide in order to escape the guards or the pursuers, and maybe his spirit still lingered in the valley, but hers had been taken elsewhere, or maybe he had been missing from the Vale and she had to find a reason why he had left when she hadn't been able to. Because they were supposed to be together, you know, why could he move on and not her? Or something. And then you can either find out that he had become a lost, or...
Yeah, I think I still stand by. I think this game would have been better if, like, the entire point is you're wandering around collecting wayward spirits and, like, completing their like, subquests in trade for, like, their help in your own. And, like, the main plot is kind of short and can be completed very quickly.
The
but
main
there's
plot
these...
is already short.
Yeah.
I think they could have fit the spirits in between all this. It would also give more reason for the locations to exist. Well, to exist. Because there are a bunch of groves or interesting patches that they could have made into something. But, you know, things are as they are.
It'll be interesting seeing Tokyo RPG Factory exist. I'm so curious about their finances comparatively.